Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Sanemi. Sanemi sometimes can be angry at some people, but usually that was restrained. And even then, he would never let his anger be directed towards you. No matter whether it was that you deserved it or not, he never wanted to be angry with you, or make you afraid of him, or just treat you in a bad way, just because of his own emotions. But sometimes emotions could be an uncontrollable thing, and sometimes it meant that accidents happened, and there was no way of controlling that. There was no way of preventing them. But in all honesty, I never thought that it would get so bad when he argued with you. But apparently, life liked to subvert his own expectations. And that's why, when the argument was so unexpected, things got blown out of proportion. He had yelled at you so loudly that you flinched. You looked scared of him. He had never seen that look on your face before, and it disgusted him how he'd be the one to bring it out. He had terrified you for a moment. He hates that, but there was nothing to be done about it. Nothing you could do to change it. Hey, Ryan, darling, you know I didn't mean to do this. Just give me a chance. We can talk about this. No. Sanemi, did you even see your face? Or the way you yelled at me? You were this close to just... I don't even know anymore. I thought you were going to hurt me. But I didn't. You can't blame me for something you haven't done. Well, you didn't hurt me. Okay, I can stand by that. But you scared me. You shouldn't have yelled like that. Have I ever tried to do that with you? Well, you were not the one arguing, Ryan. Look, I'm not saying I wasn't wrong. I'm only saying I can try to fix it. And you can't blame me for something that you thought that I would do. Please, Ryan, just listen to me. I will never hurt you. I have not. Not until now. And I never will. You should know that better than anyone. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know anymore. You tell him, upset, your heart hurting, but you storm away and leave, unable to look at him any longer. After all, in this very moment, all you needed was to just stay away from him for a little while. You couldn't do this now. You couldn't look at him and be with him. You wanted to get away, to be just within your own mind for a couple of minutes. You deserved that at the very least. And right now, since he was going to be like that, you just stormed to your own room, locked it, and stayed inside. He could enjoy his own company while regretting his actions. So you thought, because you were not about to talk to him right now, especially when either of you were being very rational about this. So once you cooled down, you would talk about this again. Kokushibo? Well, he usually is very calm and knows how to control his emotions. He would never go out of his way to overreact like that, let alone scare you in any way. That's the furthest thing from what he would want. So, it doesn't really happen. Unless you do something that's completely outrageous and deserves all of that fighting. But the thing is, it was his worries that brought out the worst of him. He got so worried about you and so caught up in his mind that he did not realize how he was acting. You had done something pretty careless. That's true. But maybe you should never reacted that way. And maybe things could have gone 100 ways better. But it was in the past now. And there was certainly no fixing that. There was nothing to be done about it. What's done is done. And at this current point that you're in, your argument was certainly a bad one. Moyan, did you ever think about what you were doing in that moment? Did you even think to ask me? Why would I ask you? You're acting like I don't have any agency over my own decisions. I never said that, Wayan. But sometimes it's like you don't think at all. So maybe there is a reason that I'm the one who does things around here, he said, yelling at you and slamming his hand on the table, making you jump back. And then he noticed the look in your eyes, the way you looked smaller, fearful, and he felt disgusted with his own behavior. When did he let his anger get to his head so much? Why was he behaving that way? It was disappointing of him. And if he were someone else, well, he had no idea what he would do. But he thinks he would have mocked them for behaving this way. How ironic now that he too can lose his cool and do things like this. It wasn't because he thought all of these things really, but the thing is, he was worried about you. Maybe to an extreme extent, but he loved you. But right now, seeing you cry and look scared because of him, that hurt him more than anything else. Oyan, darling, please, I didn't mean this. You did. You said those words. You know, they were on your mind. You thought of them, so you meant them. That's not how things work, Ryan. I'm only saying, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of them. I would know. Please, just listen to me. I'll do anything to prove it to you. You looked at him, then you shook your head, crying softly as you went to your room. You would certainly do anything to make it up to you, but you will also let you have your own time alone, since you seem to need that, and he will not intrude or try to mess this up for you. He never wants you to be upset with him, and he does not want things to escalate either. He just wants you to be okay, and hopes that in the morning he can convince you to forgive him, and he promises he'll never do anything like that again.